it's Angela from Essence Salon and Sanctuary in London, Ontario. And I'm here today with two of my coworkers, Rochelle, and I'm back with Megan.
Hey.
We're here to talk about fine hair today.
Yes.
Now, you both have fine hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't.
Does it look like it?
Well, I mean, you're both actually, you have some texture in there, so it may not look as fine as when you're just finding it straight.
Oh, definitely not as stringy or anything. Once you have some texture in there, it really helps give that fullness to it.
Right. And one thing that I will say is you both have fine hair, but you have different fine hair. Right? So you have fine hair and maybe not as much.
Yep.
Whereas you have fine hair and you have quite a bit of hair. So, fine hair is any kind of hair is its own animal. No curl is the same. No fine hair is the same. All of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. The density versus the width of the strand and everything like that.
Right.
Or circumference of the strand,
Yeah. Density is a huge thing that we have to always consider when we're doing things. So biggest question first that I have for you guys is, would you give up your fine hair for something else? If you could change your hair tomorrow, would you get rid of your fine hair?
That's a tricky question because I'd want more texture in my hair, but I wouldn't mind it with finer hair. Okay. So having the fine hair, but having texture to it versus the naturally straight.
Okay.
Maybe if you asked me like before I got into hair and before I've experienced our brand here, Euphoria, maybe I'd say that, but I've learned how to style it and get it to like stay curly like this or stay textured.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
But actually, no, I don't think I would.
Yeah. After talking to guests, realizing how much time they spend on the thicker hair too. So you're like, oh, do I want to trade that?
And also it's so hot. I assume so.
Yeah.
The thicker hair.
That's interesting. It's so funny because the old adage is you always want what you don't have.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we are hairdressers.
Yeah.
And we are talking about hair. So we know hair across the board.
Yeah.
We absolutely know our own hair. Right?
Yeah.
So,
sure.
I mean, I think that helps with you guys. Maybe that's why you would. I mean, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my hair is crazy. And I think now it's not as thick as it used to be. But I think I would probably want a little less hair for myself. And I'd probably still get that. Just because it does take a lot of time. Right? So, like, when I have my hair length now, it takes like 45 minutes to blow dry.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you don't have 45 minutes.
That's a long time.
And that's one of the things that's nice when you have the time to know that you have the hair to be able to achieve the looks that you want. But nowadays, extension.
Yeah.
And what do you think the most important thing is for fine hair? Do you think it is like knowing how to style it? Do you think it is the shape that you have in your hair?
I would say the shape.
The shape.
Yeah.
So that you can style it.
Exactly. Or on the days that you don't want to style it, at least it's still sitting good for you and you don't feel like you have to do something.
Yeah, I'd say like even if you have like really long hair and it's super fine and straight, kind of just hangs there. I've heard my guests say that it just kind of draws down their face, drags their face down. So,
yeah, I can see that.
Definitely shape for sure.
Right. Yeah, because we always talk about where the eye goes to the line, right? So
exactly.
if your line's down here and you have very fine hair,
even
face framing would do something for you.
Yes, 100%.
Your eye would go to that.
Yeah, because I do know that people with fine hair like a lot of the time they're a little nervous to do layers because it thins out the ends a little bit. Well, not if it's done properly, but
exactly.
But to them, it still is going to look a little different. So the face framing is kind of that middle ground area to
introduce it to a little bit.
Texture, yeah.
And like texture, okay, perms are coming back, and a lot of people are getting them again. Even though we said perms were coming back for like 10 years now, but I feel like they're back.
Yeah,
like we do 1 to 2 a week here.
And I feel like the understanding of perms is now caught up with our clients, realizing that the perms have come back, but they're more of like a natural type of style of perm versus like your really tight, curly, coily ones.
Your 80s
perms. Exactly, yeah.
More texture, which you guys keep saying, not necessarily.
In the beginning, when I found that perms were coming back, the pictures that people were showing were more like artificially styled curls. So I think they kind of lost of what a perm would actually give them.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
We get pictures with people that curl like that curling there, right? And it's like, I'm sorry.
That's a hot tool.
Let me
Yeah.
show you how to use the curling iron. But you're gonna have to do it every time you wash your hair. Let's talk about washing your hair since I just said that. For a fine hair girl, what is the wash? Because my point of view, or because I don't have fine hair, I would think almost maybe you have to wash it more. Is that true?
At this point, there's this whole thing about training your hair, and I feel like to an extent that is true with producing oils and everything. I find with fine hair, maybe I can wash it every like 3 or 4 days, but every time I wash it, I blow dry it.
Okay.
And maybe I won't blow dry the whole thing, but I'll make sure at least my roots are dry enough there, so that at least gives me that lift and it's not gonna like drag down. And I feel like because of that, my hair is not soaking up any oils that I'm producing because it already has that volume there.
Okay.
And it's also not producing any more oils to help dry my hair because I've already dried it.
Right. What about you? How do you wash?
I wash my hair every 2 days. Religiously, I have to. It just gets way too greasy. And I use dry shampoo. I think we talked about in our last video, common misconception is dry shampoo goes in 3rd day. It's actually supposed to go in the 1st day to be preventative. And then every day until your wash day, basically.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I use our full effect, and then
Yeah. And apply it every day.
I have to, though. I'm
Right.
one of those people who like I can't stand it.
Yeah. So
not enough dry shampoo in the world.
Of course, I know you guys a little bit, but I'm going to just say, so are you gym goers? The gym affect it? Because I think when you sweat, right, like when I'm on the treadmill, my hair gets curlier.
Yep.
But you guys would get separation and greasy.
Yes.
And so therefore a dry shampoo would be, I think,
100%.
very beneficial in that
Definitely, yeah.
situation.
Yeah, I mean, even I run hot at the salon, when I'm working anyway,
too, yeah.
So it's not fun.
Oh, that is not fun.
So my scalp. Sometimes I just need to put my hair up. I always see Nikki putting her hair up. I'm like, I need to do that.
Yeah. And that breeze on the back of your neck.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gym definitely kind of planning wash
your
day with,
days
but it sucks when it ruins. You're like, I just wash my hair and I'm going to the gym, but get your exercise.
But you know what? You have still, if you're going to the gym, then just go to the gym. It's okay. Your hair will be okay. We promise.
Yeah.
You know, don't put it off because of your hair. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know. Do I want to wash my hair?
But it is nice when it lands on wash day. Very, very nice.
Yes. I think that's satisfying feeling when I'm for sure. So I want to talk about texture in a different way right now.
Okay.
Would you recommend a razor cut for fine hair?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. What it's going to do is just create a bunch of different lengths in there, and the shorter hairs are going to help hold up the longer hairs there.
Short pushes the long. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And would you say a total 100% razor? No scissors?
Depending on how short the hair is, if you're going to be above the shoulders, I feel like that's okay because it kind of calls for that type of playful haircut. I think once you go past the shoulders, you do want to have scissor work in there just so that you are creating weight where you want it, so that you can create the fullness towards those ends, but then have the razoring in the top layers there so you still get all that lift and movement.
Okay, that makes sense. Like, we talk about it as like perimeter and like, you know, like stuff like that. So your perimeter you want solid, so that you have that look of solidness and maybe not make it look so fine.
Yeah.
Unless you want that. Or you have extensions.
That's a big one there too. People constantly put in extensions. You want to really make sure you kind of shatter that perimeter line there so that you don't have a demarcation of where their hair is and the extensions go.
And I imagine people with fine hair at least consider extensions at some point in their life.
Oh, yes. Whether they're like a temporary just clip-in set, or there's something that they can like leave in for 6 to 8 weeks, or a full-on extension install of micros for like 6 months.
Right. Yeah. And I know that you've mentioned like sometimes you just put them in here.
Oh, for the fullness there. Yeah. Bob's especially was it 4 for fullness, and what it is they 4 tape extensions about 1.5 inches long, and then you just kind of stack them there, and it literally just fills in those sides for people's bobs that are kind of not full there.
Right. Or even for face framing. I know a lot of people want that thick, like Jennifer Aniston, like face framing, but they don't have the means for it.
Yeah. And you know what? Everybody wants Jennifer Aniston. I don't think that'll ever go away.
I don't think it ever will.
So I'm watching the morning show. That's like
it's so good.
I love it. but my eye goes to the extensions. They do such a great job with her, and her color is amazing, but you can see them. She was like standing with her head to here, and she was talking to someone, so you could see the back, and I'm like, there they are, I can see them. But I mean, of course, we're kind of trained to see them.
Yeah, definitely.
But they do such a good job. They do. But like, people think that her hair is thicker, but it's not even that thick because she has extensions.
But like that look of it, like cascading down to the length.
Yeah.
A lot of people can't have that. It just more so looks like frizz.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I find that with my long hair girlies.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've never had extensions. I've never needed to. My hair grows pretty fast.
It's a change, especially if you get the ones that are staying in for weeks to months, because my whole life has dealt with fine hair, and then suddenly it's like you have thick hair now to style too and blow dry and measure your timing for when you're washing.
And there's extra steps, right? And extra like the blow dry alone will take you longer.
Yeah.
And there's extra steps to care for them.
You can't really wash and go.
Yeah. That would make sense.
You get mildewy, right?
And you definitely want to make sure your roots would be dry with the extension so that you don't
no
slip
irritation
or anything. Yeah.
So extensions, I mean, if you really, really want them, they're great. But just know there's a lot more work to it for you because you're used to maybe a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You still have to invest in getting what you want.
Yeah. And invest in a good one.
Yes.
Because if you get, I don't know how to say it, bad hair. You get bad hair type or whatever, like bad things can happen.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not going to be worth your money. By the time you put them in and a couple months later and you're losing already 5 inches of that you paid for, that's, yeah.
Or even clip-ins and they're unmanageable. Like
the rattiness.
Right. I couldn't even you're like have fine hair and then you're trying to clip in for your clip-ins. Or even when they're not even in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot more. It's just to add some work. But I mean, again, if like you said, boom, boom, now you have a fuller look.
And when they're those ones in the front, I feel like they're not that much more work at all. It's when you have like the density in the back where you have to like stack them all to give that fullness. If here you're just matching what you already have, it's a lot easier to style. Yeah.
And that's one thing, like everybody doesn't know this, but it's true. Everybody in the world, you have more hair back here than you have here. This is like the least amount of hair you have on your head. And if you have fine hair, it really is fine. So adding those few could make a huge difference to even the look on your face.
Oh yeah.
So that would be like, yeah.
Or even like my hair's fine already in general, but like this is my fine side. It's even finer. So I'll have this one cut and filled perfectly, but no matter what, this side's always going to be that little bit troublesome for me.
And that's it. They're not all equal. You know, our ears are not equal, right?
Mm-hmm.
You learn that as a hairdresser too. Our hair, we can have more hair in the back or on the top, but I
your curls,
have more, yeah, I have curlier hair and I have more on top. Like this is like happening. Yeah, so everything is a different thing, right? So you really have to. I mean, when it comes to fine hair, I feel like you really have to almost. Oh, it's like curly hair. You have to study it. No curl is the same. Oh, yeah. No fine hair is the same. What would you? Oh, no. Now that I just said that, is there a shape that would suit fine hair more than like a shape of a haircut, or is there something that you would stay away from as a fine hair person?
I'm gonna say short layers, really short layers. Stay away from, just because I feel like they're really hard to blend with the really poker straight hair. Even like the perimeter, when we talk about the ends of our hair, can be really hard to make perfect. So just think like having a bunch of layers at the top here. Right. I feel like that would be really hard. Maybe some medium length layers or long layers.
Especially with really straight hair. Yeah, that would not.
If it's textured, then, but fine, straight.
I would say, that's where you really have to take into considering the shape of their head there too, because then that will also show off if there's any like, divots or anything like that too, because that hair is gonna.
That sounds so funny. Divots. We have divots in our hairdressing.
Well, and even people that have like a bigger parietal ridge and stuff like that, like if it does hang out more there and then going in, like you need to make sure you compensate for that too and not create a hole in the hair or anything like that.
Yeah. Or
round it too much. That's going to emphasize things now.
Right. And not just then, we talked about this in another video, but not just today, but for the 6 weeks that they're gone, right? Because how is this going to grow? And I think of men too. So we're talking about fine hair, but men have fine hair too.
Oh yeah.
And when it grows, it will grow straight out before it lays down, right? So you really have to be careful with that shape.
Yeah, letting them know if they want that haircut. They're gonna have to come in like every month to have it very perfect.
Yeah.
Unless you want boing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially in the rural area too for men's short haircuts.
I think people would think, oh, it just grows out and lays down because it's fine. But no, it's the opposite. It actually just sticks right out because
no weight.
It doesn't have any weight, yeah. Until it gets to that point where it bends, right?
Oh, when I had my pixie cut, I'd wake up in the morning, I'd literally have a rooster tail going on there, and be like, all right, you take care of this.
This is not, but look, guys.
Still loved it. It was one of my favorite haircuts, but every day I still had to do a little something to style it, but it was easy because it's fine and short.
Yeah, you just put the product in there and mess it up again. Yeah, sure.
It almost works with it because it gives you that like kind of every direction PC textured look.
Yeah, and what I will say, and I mean, of course, we have color in our hair as well. Color can add dimension into fine hair, right? But I know for your pixie, because when you had pixie, you almost looked like you had more hair.
Yes.
But it was easier to get the volume, I imagine. It was easy. If you had a razor at all, you could have, had that nice textured look in there easily.
And that's even when I had the sides shaved and the back shaved and literally just the hair on top there. And I did feel like I had a lot of hair there for the volume and fullness. Now, of course, the products did amazing work for that. I did like that I had my platinum blonde at that time too, because I had controlled damage for my hair that helped give me some lift and fullness and hold.
Controlled damage.
Yeah. Still felt amazingly healthy, but it just gave me that little bit of roughness to my cuticle there so that I could hold the styles that I put in. Now that I've grown that all out and this is all my natural, it actually is, I really have to rely on product because if I don't put any in and curl my hair, it will just come right out. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's true. That's true really for a lot. I mean, I get it. My hair is curly, so if I put a curl in it, it would probably hold it more. But if I go out with humidity, it's going to change it.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what. And especially if I didn't do a product. So, yeah, that makes sense. We just hinted on color there for a second, but let's talk about color.
Yeah.
So, like I said, color would add dimension. So would you ever I'm not talking about solid blonde, because that's something different like you had.
Yeah.
But would you ever just do one color of highlight, or would you always want to do a couple to create that dimension? A couple different colors.
Yeah, I mean, I do love the idea of a couple colors. You're going to create a whole fusion of different colors there together, mixed in with most likely their natural too for this complete custom color. And because of that, it's just going to have so many layers of depth that your eyes just kind of drawn in there that you don't notice that there's fineness to the hair at all because you keep looking and your eye keeps going into different things. So it's giving you that deepness of it there. Placement for that, of course, you want to be a little bit more controlling with it just because finer hair there, you want to make sure that how you're putting the foils in there at the roots that when it lays, it's going to lay the direction you want in terms of how solid it is or how PC the foils themselves are.
Right. Yeah. Makes sense. Like, finer hair, you'd have to really make it not so chunky, things and stuff like that. Whereas curly hair, you could go chunky because it kind of gets lost in there.
Yeah, you almost want individual curls colored there. Yeah.
Right. Whereas fine hair, you really want to be fine with your foils and really get that couple of colors in there and make that look 3D. A little more 3D than it is.
You can almost just do baby lights.
Yeah. Right.
And that being said, even just having just the baby lights in there of the foil, at least you're having your natural mixed in there and how you're placing in there. You're still giving that depth, even if you're choosing just one color. You can kind of play around with it with the placement.
Right.
But foils, and fine hair. I do love it.
And what about balayage is very popular.
Yeah.
Which would give you a look too, I would think, because it would be dark. It's generally darker at the top. Or even when you had shorter hair, if you had a darker root, it would make you appear like you had more hair. Is that right? Do you feel like that?
With the lighter on the ends and the darker?
Like a darker root than the ends. It would almost give that look like you had more, illusion that you had more hair.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, first going the other way, I remember when I had my black hair at one point, and it was worse. I had to feel like I did my hair more often because when my roots came in so light, I felt like I was literally balding because my hair was so fine and it was so light, and the contrast between the two, I was like, oh no. I think it lasted, maybe I had it for like 2 months, not even.
Lots of work. Yeah. Different makeup too for you, I would think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What would be your top 3 tips, Megan, for somebody with fine hair?
Probably product. Invest in a good like texture spray, shampoo, conditioner that's not going to weigh your hair down. So that's one. And then another one is invest in finding a good stylist that you can trust, and because consistency is key. You don't want to go to a bunch of different stylists and then be like, oh, who did my hair that one time? It was really good and I remember that. Yeah. But then like, I don't know, just keeping it consistent. And dry shampoo, the use of dry shampoo. I know that's product, but I mean, it also can add texture.
Yeah.
Very universal product though. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I know how to use it.
Definitely. And like elevating the hair from the root when you're blow drying it for sure can help with volume. And spraying the spray on the root while it's elevated. But anyway.
Yeah.
She's going. She keep going. Do you have any extra?
Sorry, any left?
No, I totally agree with that. I would say I am a little biased to this, but to try to blow dry your hair, especially if you have a problem with it feeling like it's too tight to your scalp or too greasy and feeling, try to, again, just blow dry the roots there, 100% dry, and just even if you're letting the ends air dry, that way I feel like you can get a longer wear out of your wash. Again, product in there too to make sure you're going to get the hold and the lift, and then the heat protectant as well too. Brushes, and investing in the right size brush for the lift that you want to. I think that's a big thing that people always don't know what size of round brush to choose and what type of look they're going to get for it.
I think people think I want volume, so they buy big ones.
Yep.
That is not going to help you. Yeah, you need to think about how much volume you really can get, right? So a smaller one is actually your friend.
And same thing, if that, it's too big for it to fully kind of go around to help like hold and stack on top of each other, versus if you can see the smaller one, it can fully finish the C circle or whatever it is. And give you that lift.
Yeah, and if you have a smaller round brush and you want that flip at the ends, like blowout look, smaller, definitely. Yeah. Small round brush.
Because if you think about the rotation, which is what you're both talking about, if there's not enough, it's not going to hold it.
Yeah, be like, exactly. Like a tiny bit. But some people's hair with the big round brush can look gorgeous, but there's just not enough. I don't know. There's not enough hold.
Too, I wonder if not having the like the inner, what's it called?
Medulla.
There we go. Medulla. Yeah. That not having that makes it so that it can fall out quicker.
Maybe.
I've never actually really.
I mean, we can speculate on lots of things like that. I mean, fine hair has less cuticle layer.
Yeah.
That alone, you already don't have as much as I do, right? I mean, I have cuticle layer that's always open. You guys have less cuticle layer. Some people can lift this one can lift like that, right? Like we have to be careful with what we use in your hair because you lift. And if we use something to tone it and it goes warm, right? We've had that.
That being said, fine hair is actually very strong, and I think people don't realize that, especially for color. And I explain to people, I'm like, when it's a smaller cuticle, it's easier to open it up to take things out or to put things in. When it's bigger, it's going to take a lot more power, so you're going to get, unfortunately, more damage because of that too. So I find people with, and a lot more work. The fine hair, they're the ones in the Brad Mondo videos that somehow it works out for them when they do stuff, and you're like, that should not work out. Yeah. Why? But I feel like their hair can speak a little bit more.
Right. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with that. It's like the color like quickly goes in and then is done. But then with like a bigger cuticle layer with more coarse hair, it takes a lot longer, more damage.
Yeah.
Sure. We never want to damage anybody's hair.
No. No. as you say, like
controlled
damage.
Exactly.
But it's not true damage because, like, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but when I think damage, I think damage.
Oh yeah.
What you're doing is, you're raising your cuticle, right, and you're leaving it kind of a little bit raised and the inside popped up.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing though too. It's not the sun can do that for people outside without any protection. Yeah. So 100%. Like, what do you consider damage? Because people could be damaging their own hair, not knowing it.
Yeah. You can't chemically alter your hair without any some sort of damage.
Yeah. True. Because if you looked at it under the microscope before and after, you'd see a difference. Like 100%.
Maybe not feel.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. It's true. I feel like fine hair is really hard to style. I don't have fine hair, so I'm saying this from an outsider point of view, but I feel like people don't know because your hair kind of just, like, especially straight, if you have no texture at all, or if you do have texture, it kind of just falls out when it's dry. So, what is a style tip? Product, you already said product for sure. So and you're saying brushes, is there a certain, I'm not saying you don't have to say names, of course, of anything, but like, is there a better blow dryer, or would a diffuser work, or what do you feel for tools wise? Because I think styling is hard for people.
Definitely with your blow dryer, make sure you have your nozzle on. That's a big thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Diffuser, again, this all depends on what type of texture you have in your hair. Is it curly, Irish curls, or just like a little bit of wave of movement versus your pin straight? Pin straight, you probably obviously wouldn't want to do that. But if you have a little bit of movement in there and a good cut to help release it, good diffuser. However, for that, you do want to make sure you're giving lift in the certain areas while you're holding the diffuser in your hair and not moving it too much so that you're creating frizz and separation.
Right. And what about those people that hang their heads upside down and just go like this? Because I've had several people over my lifetime say that to me with fine hair especially.
I think it can definitely rough up the cuticle and maybe not damage the hair, but definitely make it more frizzy. And so then you have to go in and tame that hair after. So you're kind of, I know it's nice to feel lazy and after work and you're just blow drying your hair like that. I totally get that. Just know that, maybe use a heat protectant because you're probably going to have to go in with a flat iron the next day because that cuticle is going to be wide open. And, I would say as long as you're okay to style it after. Then.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And like I've heard people say for volume. So if that's, I personally always told them you really shouldn't do that because you have no control now.
For sure.
Right. You have no control. So if you did have highlights or something, this might get bigger or fuzzier, like what you're saying. So you've lost control.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to control the hair.
Yeah.
Right? So really, I think one of you already said it, like really like your volume, then
alternative.
Spray something and let it cool and just kind of, want to stand there in front of the mirror like this, but really it would help.
Well, it's either that or you're hurting your back bending over. So
yeah,
it's true.
And it's great when you're bent over. Yes, you're going to get a lot of volume when you flip your hair over. But let's say you have a side part that's not controlled volume now, that you're going to have a lot on one side and not the other. And then same thing, all of your hairs are going to stand up now, even those like little baby ones, the flyaways, versus what you're saying. Yeah. And if you actually go like this, you're blow drying the ones that are in your hand that are standing up, but all the little guys, like they're still going to kind of go down, so they're not going to like sprout out when you put your hair down and has it lay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, almost gets staticky.
Yeah.
And if you have new hair or even it's new hair and it's grown to here, but your hair is down here, that's going to stick right out. Yeah, and I would see, like,
especially all the new mamas out there.
We talked about Jennifer Aniston, but I don't know if you guys ever watched, like, if you watch Friends, you could see those little tiny hairs, even though she had straight hair, right?
Yeah.
You could see them because they're new. They haven't reached that point where they lay down, and when you have fine hair, it sticks out even more.
And no full matured cuticle yet on the hair either there, so the structure of it isn't even fully developed. Yeah.
Yeah, which is more no MEA, so it's a little bit crazier.
I think we've also learned that we don't need to damage or over lighten the hair as much. Like Friends is how old, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it could have been some damage.
Oh yeah, it could have been for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say could be. Well, you know, you met him, right? We met his hairstylist, her hairstylist, and I would say he was very much about integrity, and I don't think it was. I think it was just new hair.
Yeah.
And like we said about fine hair, you know, it stands up way faster than other things. So sometimes, you know, we'll see it and we're like, what is this? Why is it and we look and you can see that it's solid in the end. That's new.
Yeah.
And it's going to happen.
Doesn't have a little ball at the end.
Yeah. Or very
true.
Fine. Yeah.
Which I mean, fine hair.
It's easy to mistake though, for sure.
It is. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well, it's a pleasure talking to you guys about fine hair. I don't have it, but I think,
I feel like I could keep going actually for some things. I'm like, what else have we not touched?
Right. I feel like we could talk about hair for hours. I mean, really, we all
agree.
could, right?
Definitely.
Hair is our jam. Hair's our life. Like I said with for you, the first one, the skincare one. I'm like, it's your life. So, share your knowledge.
I feel like my fine hair brought me into this whole career, to be honest. My struggles being younger, and then friends seeing it and asking for help too, and then I just started helping them, and it literally just kind of built me into this career. I'm like, oh, everyone else is having this struggle too. So.
Yeah. And you still love it. You still like to do
all kinds. Yeah.
Yes. Well, I mean,
extensions.
But yes, extensions and fine haircuts and like using the razor, I'm sure is fun because you would have more opportunity than some maybe because of fine hair.
Yeah.
Do you use the razor often?
Not as often as I would like to. I think newer stylists have a little more anxiety with the razor, but I'm becoming more confident with it for sure. Yeah. Nikki showed me some tricks.
Yeah, I feel like it's
fun.
Not a newer thing.
No.
When I went to school, people were afraid of it.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I loved it from the moment it hit my hand.
Well, if you know how to do it, right?
I mean, yeah, you just gotta play around with it. It's one of those things, you do get taught how to use it, but it's one of those things that you find magic in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it with bangs. They don't want that like more solid, like Zooey Deschanel. They want more like fluffy bangs, like for shells.
Pieciness of it.
Yeah.
Or they have so much hair and they don't want to look like that, so they need to break it up. All right. Anything last to say about fine hair then? You're like, I could talk about it for hours.
I know. I was like, I would say we are talking a lot about how we need to use products. Don't be afraid to layer different products. Just be sure the amounts that you're using of each one are minimal and just doing the job that they need. You don't need anything extra in there.
Right. Yeah. How many products do you have?
In my hair right now, I have, I have my shampoo, conditioner, aloe therapy shampoo and conditioner. And then I have my Sculpture and Illumine, and then I actually have thickening serum mixed with powder lift, and then I have Refine and beautifying serum mixed in there too. So what are we at? 9?
Like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your magic number for product?
I have shampoo, conditioner, bodifying shampoo, conditioner. I have Sculpture Illuminate, Be Leave-In, Fortify, Thermal Defense, Formation, Full Effect. I think 9.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Sorry, not in order, but I know I did Sculpture Illuminate first.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, 9.
And like that
doesn't
being said,
feel
it
like
feels so soft. People always think
it doesn't
like,
feel
oh
like
my
it at
gosh.
all.
So that's something to say. And previous to this, there was I did a product thing about, you need to look at your products and see what's in them. And this is going to really back that up, because if you're buying a bunch of products with waxes and, alcohols and crap, let's just say water, all that stuff, it's going to affect your hair. And you guys couldn't go like this and it looks all natural, it looks soft. people walking down the street would not know you had 9 products in your hair, but they all have a purpose and they help you style your hair and keep your hair good.
Yeah, and each ingredient has purpose as well.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, number 9.
Not just a filler.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. So, you know, guys, I think the important part is, I'm going to say right now, find a hairdresser that knows what they're talking about. And I'm not saying that new people don't deserve a thing, but the thing is you had fine hair. So when you're looking at a guest, even as a newer stylist, it may have felt different for you than somebody with super, super thick hair that you're like, oh my God, I got to control this, right? Because you have a connection to it. And one thing that I always say is, you know, as a hairdresser, I've been doing hair for 25 years, 30 years or whatever. I can do lots of hair. I can do fine hair. I can do curly hair. Do I really understand what it's like to wake up in the morning with fine hair? Absolutely not. I have no idea. Can I say, yes, you should have a dry shampoo and yes, you should? Yes. What I think that if you're finding a problem with finding somebody and with your fine hair, then find a hairstylist that has fine hair. Find a hairdresser that has curly hair. Curly hair. If you're having problems, there are many, many hairstylists out there that can do it because they figured it out.
Yeah.
You know, we were taught, we did education. But if you are having a problem, find somebody and book a consultation with them and chat with them and tell them your worries or what's happening or what their suggestions are, all of that stuff, because they are going to have a different mindset. They're going to have your mindset because you have fine hair too. So yeah, definitely get right products. Find a good hairstylist that may have fine hair if you're having problems. You know, make sure that you dry your hair. Don't have to wash it every day, right? You can go to the gym and have some. Maybe that'll actually help you. Maybe right? Use dry shampoo. I imagine heat protectant. You keep mentioning that's probably really big for fine hair. I mean, it's big for all hair, but big for fine hair. Do all those things, okay? And if you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and put them in the comment section and we'll answer them. And I hope everybody stays beautiful and we'll see you next week.
Bye. See you next week.